So from dissatisfied workers to dissatisfied daters, quiet quitting is spreading beyond the office.
Yeah, listen to this. According to recent Google Trends data, Americans are searching when to break up more than ever, and that's leading to some quietly quitting their relationships. Local professional matchmaker Natalie from It's Just Lunch joins us to explain. Natalie, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, so for people who are not familiar, explain really quickly and briefly, what is quiet quitting when it comes to dating?
So when it comes to dating, quiet quitting is when one of the partners in a relationship kind of, shows steadily, they start to show different signs that they're maybe easing out of the relationship.
Like what? Like what would be a sign there? Because I think once you say it, we're going to know, oh, yeah, that's kind of a red flag.
Yeah, definitely. And this can show up in multiple different ways. Number one, a way that you can notice it is if your partner starts to avoid spending time with you. Now, again, this is going to be, you're noticing this on your own and it's a gut feeling, and then you're going to start to really see it show up. And so, yeah, if your partner is starting to create more distance in the relationship, that could spell disaster. Let's say you're together with your partner and you're noticing they're just not fully present. They're daydreaming more. They're thinking about other people or other things. That's a sign that they're starting to fade out. And also no future talk anymore. And I don't mean necessarily talking about your future and as far as getting married, but talking about plans for the upcoming weekend or things that they're looking forward to doing with you. That could definitely be a sign that they're not fully invested to the same extent that they once were.
Okay, so if someone is in fact quiet quitting, I mean, is that when you just say, when you recognize some of these signs, you should say, cut it right there? Do you try to have a conversation with this person? Is it worth your time?
I think definitely you want to communicate how you're feeling, because also, I mean, we're not mind readers. Your partner could have something going on that they haven't shared with you. But I think you want to, once you notice it, have that conversation early on, because the longer you wait, potentially the further away you're going to be from being able to repair.
Okay. So, Natalie, what's better? Just ghosting the person or this quiet quitting? I mean, all of these dating trends, they're terrible. These are terrible things. They just talk to the person. It's not working out. It's this, you're great for somebody else, just not for me. I don't know what to say, but something.
Right. I mean, I think there's so many factors that are going into why someone might not have that conversation. I mean, there could be self-doubt. Am I overthinking this? Like, maybe this is the right person for me and maybe it's me that's the problem. Or they just don't know how to communicate their feelings, and that's scary. But you have to start somewhere. You have to initiate that conversation. And once you do, once you start that, it will be easier in the future anytime you have to have more vulnerable conversation.
Like we've said before, talking is hard.
Yeah. And practice doesn't make perfect. As my daughter's teacher likes to say, practice makes better.
Yeah.
Hey, Natalie, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.